Hey everyone, Jen here today, and I wanted to show you a quick sewing project on how to make a fabric strap for the new wristlet that's coming out Friday. This is one size, it fits in a 5x7 hoop. There'll be a size 3 and a size 5 zipper option for both. And so I thought this would be a fun little sewing tutorial to go along with this bag. So the wristlet is made out of just quilting cotton. You can see here I have my cotton, and you're going to want to measure your fabric to coordinate with your hardware. So whatever width of your hardware, so this is a 1-inch width hardware, you want to take off about a quarter of an inch and then times that by 4. So because we're going to fold our fabric 4 times. So 1 inch, so I'm going to do 3/4 of an inch times 4, which is 3 inches. So that's what I cut my fabric to. And then the length of the fabric is going to be how long you would like your wristlet to be times 2. So fold it over. This is 9 inches. So this is going to give me a nice big strap. This one is about 6 inches, so you can see for size difference. Okay. So you're going to want to take, I have 2 pieces because I'm going to make 2 wristlets while we're doing this. So you'll have your fabric, your hardware. I'm going to go ahead and put the hook on the wristlet, and I am making a new one. I'm going to go ahead and use a D-ring, but you could also use a loop ring so you could add that hardware after. So that's up to you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and prep our material. Okay, so excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and prep my fabric with some starch. This is not, you don't have to do this. I like my fabrics to be starched. It makes it a lot easier to sew, keeps them nice and crisp. It also helps with ironing in the lines that you're going to see here in a moment. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and give those an iron. You're going to take both or one of your pieces of fabric. You're going to go ahead and fold it in half and iron. This is going to create your center line to fold your other 2 sides in at. Okay. All right, so once you do that, you're going to open up your fabric here, and you're going to fold in each edge up to that center line and give it a press. So this is basically, if you know how to create bias tape or a bias tab, this is the same way that you do that. And we've gone over that in the strap making video. So if you want to do bias tape or a bias tab on your project, you can just make extra of this and cut off a little piece. I use about 3 or 4 inches for the tab of mine. Okay. All right, so once that is folded in, you're going to go ahead and fold these together like so. All right, you're going to give this a nice press. Okay, now if you want to just have your tab, this is at what point I would cut off a couple inches and set that aside. So because we are going to do this with the hardware, this is going to construct a little bit differently. So you're going to go ahead and take your fabric and loop it through your hardware like so. Okay. Then you're going to open up the 2 ends. Make sure they're facing the right way. And we're going to go ahead and you can clip this here or pin it. And I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and we're going to sew a line directly across here. So I'll take you over there. Okay, so we're back at my machine here, my sewing machine, and we have both raw edges, right sides together with the lines lined up as best as we can. Here's the hardware. So I'm going to go ahead and sew a 1/4 inch seam here because I am using my 1/4 inch seam foot with guide. This foot comes with a lot of machines, and if you don't have it, you can easily get one online. This 1/4 inch seam foot is great to keep your lines perfectly straight. Um, and I'm sorry if you hear Watson. If you follow my Facebook or Instagram, you'll see we got a puppy, and he is making it very difficult to do these videos today. So I'm going to go ahead and sew a 1/4 inch seam here, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've pressed the seam open. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold in just like we did during ironing. So I start at the seam we just created, and you can pin or use clips. And you're going to refold your strap just like you had ironed it. Okay, so I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay, so you see here's my wristlet. Everything's turned the correct way. So now we're going to go ahead and sew on the folded edge here, the open edge first. And because I'm using that 1/4 inch seam foot with guide, we can go ahead and I'm going to show you, we're going to butt up. So we'll start at the seam, which is right here. So this is where the two connect. And when you line your fabric up, the guide here is going to stop your fabric. So your stitching is going to be perfectly straight all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch all the way around, and I'm going to use a 3mm length stitch length. Okay, so you can see here is my stitching. And technically you could just leave it as is, but I like another row of stitching on the other side to make it look even. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this to the other side, and I'm going to go ahead and sew again with that foot starting in the same location all the way around. Okay, so here is that second row of stitching. So the final step, you're going to take where the seam is, where the two fabrics meet, and I take that up to the top of the hardware and put that right center of the hardware, and then make sure the correct fabric or thread colors on the top side. But so then I'm going to go ahead and stitch a straight line just below the hardware here to keep it into place. All right, so here is my finished strap. You can see I sewed a straight line here. It's ready to go. This is a great length for my wrist. You could even go a little shorter. Like I said, is up to you. This is a good way to also make lanyards if you like that. You can just sit and make these in bulk. They're really easy and really fun. So hope you enjoyed.